mountains of snow to the sunlit beaches of the coast to bring out the real Australian in all of you. It's the truth. Surfaroo and hit the Surfaroo.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Pete the Surfaroo. Boy, have I got a good story for you here. Robotronica. Now if you're wondering about that, heaps and heaps of different styles of robots from all around the world. But we've got a very special guest here, all the way from Austria. Hoist, how are you?
Hi Pete, fine, thank you.
Now Hoist, we're going to see something exceptionally great. When the sun goes down, the robots will come out and play. Tell me a bit about what's going on with these robots.
Right, well we are having quadcopters, Pete, that are starting up, and there's a swarm of those, like 30 in the sky. And they're all equipped with an LED module so we can color them. So they are bright up in the sky and we draw graphics into the sky tonight.
Wow, that sounds incredible. Now, these robots were actually built by you and students or yourself?
Well, with the entire team. I'm coming
Yes.
from the Ars Electronica Future Lab. That is a research facility in Linz, Austria.
Oh, Linz.
Well, in the middle between Salzburg and
Yes.
Vienna, right up.
I know where that is. Very close to where Arnold Schwarzenegger was born, near Graz.
That's good.
Yes.
That's true. That's actually the same time I'm coming from.
Oh, right. Wow. Now, how long did it take you to build these robots?
Well, we're working on that since a little bit more than 2 years. We are experts actually in 3D graphics, and that's done for like 16 years or more. And what got the entire idea about the swarm is actually to get these pixels freely positioned in space. So what you see tonight is actually a three-dimensional space in the space.
Wow.
That's what we're going to, we use the sky as our canvas.
That's amazing. I've always, when I was a little kid, had dreams about lying down in the grass and looking up into the sky and then having a picture theater in the sky.
That's it. It's actually looking like colored stars in the night sky. It's going to be fantastic.
That's amazing. Now, eventually, in the future, where do you see this taking us? Like to watch movies in the sky, or do we use it science-wise, or for people, or what?
Well, I think it's going to create a totally new art form, really.
Yeah.
And most important, talking about the future, is that now we have a dimension of about 30 centimeters in a diameter.
Yep.
We really want to go down to maybe 3 mil and have little light cuts surrounding us. And then they would form something like a holodeck. They would create architecture surrounding us, and then you're in the middle of a virtual space that is actually a real space.
Wow, so that sounds a little bit like Star Trek, where they have the holodecks and...
That's
so
right.
we're getting to the
towards
future.
this direction. That's true.
Ah.
That's the first technical concept that really allows to realize something like a holodeck.
Oh, that is amazing. Okay, Hoist, now we're going to turn the language around to Austrian. Hoist, now kannst du uns erzählen, wie das alles benimmt sich, von der Start bis anfängt?
Ja, also die Idee ist eigentlich, dass wir haben einen Server am Feld, also am Airfield, und die Dinger heben ab in einer großen Gruppe, schweben dann im Himmel, und der Server sagt den Dingen genau, wo sie positioniert sein sollen. Das heißt, die haben selber ein GPS-Modul an Bord.
Wow.
Und kommunizieren ständig die Position zurück zum Server, und der choreografiert dann den ganzen Schwarm.
Ah. Und wie weit können die Robots weg sein von dir?
Ja, im Moment können wir das ungefähr bis zu 1 Kilometer weit ausdehnen.
Gee, das ist aber weit.
Ja, das ist eine ziemliche Dimension. Also ein Würfel von 1 Kilometer Kantenlänge ist fliegbar.
Wow. Und das kann man machen, Tagzeit, aber nur Nachtzeit, wenn man das sehen muss.
Wenn wir es mit den Lichtern fliegen, dann ist es Nighttime.
Ja.
Wir haben aber auch andere Choreografien auf Lager, wo wir in der prallen Sonne
Wow.
was zeigen kann.
Sowas gibt. Well, Horst, es ist wieder gut zu reden mit dir und vielleicht sehen wir dir mal in Österreich kommen rüber.
Ja, wer weiß, genau.
Ja.
Also jederzeit willkommen.
Ja, und vielleicht sehe ich in Rexstream auch. Servus, goodbye from Peter Surfaroo. Hey guys, and welcome back. We've got a really good one this time. A very dainty lady in white, and we've got Mari here. Hello, how are you? And David. How are you? Now these guys actually put this lady together. Mari, can you tell us how you actually started it? And it looks so amazing, and where you come from.
I'm the director of the Creative Robotics Lab at the National Institute of Experimental Arts, COFA, the University of New South Wales. And I work collaboratively with David Wright and many others, who is from the University of Sydney, the Australian Centre for Field Robotics. Diamantini is our third robot, and it's a humanoid robot. So what we would like to, we wanted to introduce a different aesthetics of how a robot could look like. She looks like hopefully like a floating sculpture form, and we're interested in finding out more about people. What happens when we share the space with a kinetic agent, with something that is moving?
As an engineer, we need to know much more if we're going to be able to put out robots.
Sure.
If we're going to be able to put robots out into the community where they interact with people, where they find themselves in strange and difficult situations, because people, after all, people are complicated.
Yes.
People are unpredictable.
Humans, we're extremely complex, and we need a multidisciplinary understanding and to ask many questions in order to design a complex system that is going to be implemented within society.
How do you actually see robots in the future where they might have a mind of their own, where there's no one on a lever pressing buttons to control the robot? How do you see that?
Not in the very near future, 20, 30 years from now maybe.
Yeah.
40, 50, 60 years from now.
At the moment it takes 4 people to operate one robot. But it would be, I think it would be important, I don't know if David agrees, that these robots are assisted robots, like assisted devices or used in medicine or maybe do tasks that, you know, it's better for humans not to do, like in a dangerous situation, a mining explosion or...
But whether a robot can actually have a mind, as we understand mind, I think that's very definitely a question for the future.
Right. Now the robot itself, what can it do?
Diamantini at this stage is on the 4th year of its development. It's a 5-year project.
Yeah.
So what she does is she responds to people based on their body language, how much time are in the space.
Yes.
Of course, it's very hard now because you have so many people. It works, operates better with 2-3 people at a time.
Yep.
The limitations of the systems. And shares that space. The next level, what we would like to implement, it's David Silvera's research on sensitive skin and interpretation of touch.
Yes.
So I think it would be very important for her because she doesn't have a very kind of refined vocabulary. It's a physical movement, physicality. It's the way she moves and the way she turns to be able to respond also to touch. So that's something that is important for us.
Mari and David, it's very exciting, and I can't wait to see the updates on computers and robots and all that sort of stuff in the medical industry. We've got so much robots working inside our bodies without that intensive, invasive operations. You know, it's amazing. Guys, I know you're busy. It's a pleasure chatting with you.
So
Pleasure.
much.
Great to meet you, Peter.
And we're
Guys.
fans.
And that's it, yeah. So next time on Peter Surfaroo, who knows, could be a robotic Surfaroo. See you guys. Hey guys, some more exciting people here. We've got Firas. How are you, mate? Good. And we've got Tim. How are you? Now these guys have actually got this robot here. Now guys, tell me a bit about, he's actually out of juice at the moment, so he's getting pumped up, you know, he needs some energy so to get going again. Mate, tell us a bit about how you sort of came about with this fella here.
So this is our research platform. It's a tour guide, or you can say it's also a receptionist. It's a mobile robot. Its job is to move from one place to another, in like a museum or a hospital. It can guide people from one place to another, and it can talk to them. So it's an autonomous robot.
Wow. Now, Timmy, what's your part in this?
So I'm actually a PhD student. Ferris is actually one of my supervisors, and my job is to actually produce some research out of this platform. So I'm looking at multiple representations on how the robot can get from A to B, and how to map over time.
Now, mate, I've seen some stuff on TV and about robots going into the hospitals and bringing like dinners and breakfasts and sometimes medication. Is this what this robot is going to do or does?
So this robot is capable of that if you put the appropriate shelves on there.
Yep.
What the research that we're doing on the robot is looking at how we get to those places as the environment changes. So as people change the configuration of the hospital.
Wow.
Robots usually work in the lab where the environment is controlled all the time. Our research concern is putting a robot in a real environment, real world environment where the world is changing all the time, and the robot needs to be reactive, needs to adapt to this change without interfering from the operator, from the human operator. So this is the main part of our research.
Now, once this guy here is in hospital or doing his stuff, or even at my house cleaning up, the operator, how far away does he have to be?
It's irrelevant. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter?
Because he can do all the processing on the robot himself. So it's fully autonomous. So he drives himself.
So there's no one actually radio controlling this fella. He's got a mind of his own.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why it's so important for him to understand what the world looks like. Your living room, for example, does not look the same Monday to Friday because you'll clean it up on the weekend. So,
well, that's pretty amazing, mate. Now, I always thought robot, there's always someone around with a gizmo controlling the robot. But this one, there's no one. So all you do is switch him on, get him going, and then all he's got to do is power up again. How long does he actually last?
so this particular platform lasts about an hour. It takes about an hour to charge, an hour to run.
And what's one of the exceptionally exciting things this robot can do?
So it can get from place A to place B in busy environments like this. So you can see behind us, we've got quite a lot of people around.
Yep.
And we've found today, like for example, everyone wants to stand in front of the robot and interrupt it. They want to interact with it.
Yep.
It's impressive to be able to actually get through a busy environment.
So it must have a lot of sensors around it, so it doesn't go, oof, oof, I'm the king of the road, get out of the way, otherwise I'll drive you down.
Yes. So this particular robot, we're focusing on vision, so we're using cameras, just like the camera that's recording us now.
Yes.
But we take 2 points of view. So just like our eyes, we have 2 cameras that are separated by some distance, which are these 2 here, and we can understand what the world looks like and how to get through it.
Very exciting stuff, all thanks to the guys at uni studying this stuff. Now your background, of course, university here in Australia?
I did my study in UK.
UK? Yeah. Okay. And how many years, just for those people out there that want to get into robotics, how many years are we looking at studying?
So I did my PhD. That took me for 4 years.
4 years.
Before that, I was software engineer in the university. Also, it took me 5 years.
Gee.
So now, so around 10 years.
Gee, that's even more than a doctor. Wow. Guys, thanks a lot for talking to us.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, buddy. We'll be talking to you later. This guy's getting charged up like I am. So we'll see you shortly next time on Pete the Surfaroo. Thanks, guys. See you.
Thank you.
Hey guys, and welcome back. We've got an exciting one this time. We're talking to the dwarfs of the robotic world here. Now, this guy here isn't very motion, and he's going to be doing a lot of different things. Now, he does some of my favourite stuff. He likes to do a bit of dancing. Okay, now Chris, how did you come about these little robots?
So QT purchased these guys because we thought they were really cool and we needed a humanoid robot to apply our research out of. So we got some funding to buy 4 of these guys. And, we started off by just teaching them
dancing. So are these fellas pretty close, or are they more advanced than Asimo?
I would say they're less advanced than Asimo. Asimo's got a lot more joints to him,
Yep.
and he's got more flexibility. But these guys are pretty up there in the state of the art in terms of humanoid robots.
Now, use. What can we use these little fellows for?
So some of the uses we can do with these robots is we can get them to do some tasks like go and pick an object up for us. But we haven't got to that point yet. We're actually trying to get our algorithms to be smart enough for them to do that. So right now, I guess they can just dance, which is pretty cool.
Mate, that sounds good. Viewers, I bet you're wondering out there, dance off? Well, I reckon Pete the Surfaroo is going to have a bit of a dance off with these robots. Mate, what do you reckon?
Oh, I think that's awesome.
Let's go down to the stage and check out the dance competition, the dwarf robots versus Pete the Surfaroo. Let's go down and check it out. Woo! Hey guys, how are you? And we've got our special guest here, Mr. Andrew the Farmer. How are you, mate?
Good, thank you.
Oh, handshake there, buddy. Yeah, nearly forgot about that. Now, this guy here is working on something for all those farmers out there, a weed truck that can pull out all the weeds by itself, thinks by itself, doesn't need to have anyone driving it anymore. Mate, tell us more about this new thing.
Well, I guess the big trend in farming in the last 10 years is to get bigger and bigger and more efficient. So we've got these huge machines rumbling across our paddock, and we've got too big, so they're twice as wide and twice as heavy as what they used to be, and this mad rush to be more efficient, we've lost sight of the best way to grow crops. So our idea is lots of small, lightweight machines working in a smart system, working in what we call swarm farming system, to grow crops in a better way.
Now, mate, once these machines are on the road, you just turn them on and they work by themselves?
Well, yes, that's the idea. So we put them out in the field, and where we had one large machine, we might have 6 or 8 of these small machines, and we switch them on the way they go. And it's scalable technology. So a small farmer might own one of these machines, whereas a large farmer might own dozens. So it adds, it brings technology to people who didn't have access to it before.
Mate, sounds good, and it's going to be less in cost for the farmer as well.
That's right. So these machines will be very cheap and very simple. Modern large machines get very complicated. The bigger they become, the more complicated and expensive they become as well. So these things are going to be really, really simple.
So just for a rough ballpoint, what do you reckon once they're modified cost?
We don't actually know that yet. Certainly less than $50,000.
Yep.
Was the entry point for modern farming machinery is in the hundreds of thousands of dollars, even up to $500,000. So that's a big change from where we are now with modern technology.
It's amazing how far we've come in the world of technology.
That's right, yeah. No, I think it's quite exciting times for agriculture.
Surely
What we're
is.
looking at here is new ways to grow crops, new ways to produce food, and better environmental ways to do it.
Way to go, mate, and it's true blue Aussie.
It certainly is.
Pleasure speaking to you, mate.
Thank you.
I've got to run meet some more robots. See you, mate.
Face, and because he's a clone of Professor Ishiguro, the idea is that he follows whatever the professor does, and the professor doesn't smile very often. She's very sad.
Where am I born?
Yeah.
I was made in Osaka, Japan.
Where do you live?
I live at the university in Osaka, but I travel around the world and around Japan
Do
frequently.
you have many friends?
I have some other android friends.
Do you all hang out when no one's looking?
No.
Are you lying?
Sometimes we are set up together to have a social gathering. I cannot move my body. I can only move my head.
He's dancing again.
But I have a brother who can move his legs and arms.
Does that make you feel...
My duties, I only need to be present as a human and to speak as a human.
I'm going to ask a question now. Are you jealous because your brother can move his arms and legs?
I have heard about jealousy, but I did not experience.
Good answer. How much do we want him to sing?
I can, but I am reluctant.
Go on.
Caitlin, you start, I'll follow. Caitlin, we can go to the karaoke room later and sing together.
I hear a sound that I'm programmed to identify as the pure.
Hey guys, we're back again with Pete. Mate, how are you? Fantastic, really, very, very happy, man. Great to have you back on the show, and some great news. Pete's back with all the photos, mate. Tell us, I'm really excited. Well, the Rocky Mountaineer, absolutely amazing, lived up to every single thing we wanted. We spent 2 days, everybody else was inside taking photos for the glass dome, but not Liz and I. We were out in the viewing platform getting smoke and soot on us from the thing, but we got some amazing photographs. It was brilliant, absolutely marvellous time. Mate, as the viewers are enjoying these photos now, we've got heaps up there for them to watch. Just a limited amount for this show, but we'll have some more in upcoming episodes. Hope you're enjoying them out there, viewers. Pete, it's always a great pleasure. And just a little hint, mate, next week. Where are we off to next week with week 2 of our photos, mate? Well, we're off to Whistler via a couple of other places on the way. But I'll let you know next week where those special places are. Mate, sounds good. Until then, guys, Gold Coast Adventures, whale watching. We're over in Canada, Alaska, having great fun. Pete, always a pleasure talking to you, mate. Until next time, Pete the Surfaroo signing off. See you later. Woo! See you later.
Back, relax and enjoy as Pete takes us out to sea with some huge and close encounters with whales and dolphins, turtles, birds and more on Pete's Gold Coast Adventures.
Welcome to the Gold Coast Whale Adventures here. I'm Pete the Surfaroo. Boy, have we got a great day. I'm in the boat already. It's nice and early. The people are just about to come, and I've heard there are heaps and heaps of whales out there, so it's going to be a great time out there, guys. I won't keep you. Let's go out to sea and check out some more whales. Check you soon. Yeah.
Alright guys, heading out whale watching again today. Now folks, if you have been watching all these whale footages over the years and you haven't been yourself out there, do yourselves a favour and get out there and watch what we do for a living. I mean, it's another stressful day at the office, but someone's got to do it. So come and check out whale watching with us on Gold Coast Adventures.
Hi there, Pete. My name is Grace. I'll be the marine biologist on board today. I'm originally from New Jersey in the United States, and I studied whales with the New England Aquarium out of Boston Harbor. Today on board with us we have Captain Jason Miley, perhaps one of the best whale watching captains in the world, incredibly experienced and called by some the whale whisperer. On board with us we also have our engineer Bradley, who has years of experience with these wonderful humpbacks as well, and incredibly knowledgeable about them as well. Also on board with us we have our photographer Emmy Rose. Emmy Rose has been photographing these magnificent creatures for many years. We have just exited the seaway into the Pacific Ocean, into what we call the Humpback Highway. So this is their migration route. They're currently traveling north along the coast of Australia. There is Mother next to it. You can actually see the size difference there when they surface together. So that is a wonderful way to compare the largest whale in the humpback world and the smallest whale. This is a mother humpback and her calf. In fact, not a dolphin. So just off the vessel now at about 4 o'clock. So that is quite a huge baby, but compared to an 18-meter long mother weighing up to 45 tons, it's really got nothing on mom. That is also, of course, the reason that the humpback female has to be so large, because they are responsible for bearing these calves. So to carry the humpback calf for a year and then care for it for another year, you really do have to be a robust, large animal. So that's why you see these huge, magnificent female humpbacks. And we are looking here at 11 o'clock. It does look like mom and baby have turned a little bit towards our vessel, so we are being sure to keep a safe distance from them. And that arching back on a shallow dive. That arching back is where the humpback got its common name. It humps its back as it goes down on a dive.
Welcome back to Pete the Surfaroo, Gold Coast Whale Adventures. What a beautiful day. It's all happening here. And of course, lots of whales out there. I won't keep you guys. Let's get back to some more exciting whales, dolphins and turtles. Yeah!
So you're very special bond here, this 12-month-long social bond between mother and calf. And that's baby surfacing every few meters and mom surfacing every few breaths. There's mom. That does imply to us the difference in the lung capacity of these two whales. So mom has a huge lung capacity and can stay underwater for quite a while. But you see that she's never diving truly deeply. Lifting her tail out of the water would imply to us that mom is headed down way deep, but instead she's just arched her back and gone right under the surface where her baby is able to swim. So you can see that this mother is very carefully guarding her calf, never leaving its side at all. Oh my goodness, we have this little baby whale right next to us and mom is right next to us. My goodness, so if you do talk to these whales, they can hear you. The humpback whale has excellent hearing, and I hope this baby can hear how cute I think it is, because it really is a precious tiny baby whale. Being approached so close by mother and calf really is incredible. It's entirely possible that this mother is teaching her calf about whale watching boats or vessels in general. We could be one of the first large vessels that this little baby whale has ever seen. So we'd like to give it a good idea of what whale watching boats are all about. Just fantastic surprise whales. I do always say that surprise whales are the best whales. Not that you can qualify an experience with a humpback, they are all amazing. You can see on the left side of our vessel here at about 11 o'clock, that big glassy patch of water. That is just where these whales went down on their dives. We are out of gear because we are within 100 meters of this whale. Jet skis are required to be out of gear within 300 meters of the whale. 50,000 humpback whales in the area every year, and that population is growing by 10% each year. And a fluking dive. Keep your cameras ready here at 12 o'clock, guys. This is a magnificent view of that whale's tail. And ahead of us, a wonderful look at that fluke difference is if a whale were to come up next to us, roll over on their back, and let us take a good look at their tail stalk. At the base of the female tail stalk, you see a mound called the hemispherical lobe, and that is also an indicator of the female sex. The third way is a much less sure way to tell. It's very imprecise, but it is a good guessing game to play. We go just based on scarring and size. So the larger the whale, the more likely it is to be a female. And the more scarring it has, the more likely it is to be a male. So a small, highly scarred whale we think is a male. Just at 1 o'clock and a large,
now?
relatively unscarred whale we'd think to be a female. We're moving towards 3 o'clock and a beautiful fluking dive. Fantastic way to say farewell. So that whale has waved goodbye to us.
Guys, welcome back to Pete the Surfaroo. Hope you enjoy this fabulous trip. We're going to go back out with Gold Coast Adventures next time, catch some more whales. Until then, guys, check ya. Yeah.
I hope you guys have had a wonderful trip out on the water today. Thank you so much for joining us on Gold Coast Adventures. On behalf of myself, the crew, and the captain, we hope to see you out here again soon.
Time again to say goodbye from Pete the Surfaroo and his team. Until we meet again, check out.